What up, dog? So today, we're gonna do some little Tyson push-ups, man. You know what I mean? These my favorite. You know, I already been working out a little bit. I started out doing some little pull-ups and some dips, you feel me? And I just went over there and did some leg press, you feel me? But I ain't recording none of that stuff. It's crazy because it be hard for me to record all the time. Most of the time I work out, I don't even record because it be people in the gym, you feel me? And I always want to give people their privacy, you feel me? But at the same time, you know, gotta figure it out, man. We gotta make a way. But this, I'ma just do 3 sets of 15, something like, you know what I mean? Something like Tyson push-ups. I love these push-ups because, I mean, as we all know, push-ups is already a full body workout. You know what I mean? You work your back, work your shoulders, your chest, you work your core. You know what I mean? And in a sense, you working your legs a little bit, your thighs a little bit, and your calves a little bit, because you got to hold your whole foundation up. You know what I mean? Everything is being held up by your hands and by your feet, you know, so the weight is evenly distributed between the top and the bottom, you know, so you essentially are doing a full body workout. You know what I mean? But we're gonna get to it. Like I said, we just gonna do 3 sets of 15, you know what I mean? Nothing major. Just something like, you know. Now, I like the Tysons because, you know, it's like you doing the squats as well. You know, you throwing the squat in there with the push-ups. So it really builds on endurance to me personally. You know what I mean? Because you're doing way more, essentially, with the push-up. You know what I mean? So it's building like your stamina. But you know what I mean? Even if you just starting, shit, do 3 of them bitches, do 5 of them, whatever, you know, whatever you can handle. And you know, for the ladies, you don't gotta do the push-up, you don't gotta do the push-up motion. You could just, you know, stand there in the push-up stance and just do squats. Because it's still building your upper body, you know, your arms, shoulders, you know, things of that nature. So you know, if you're a woman, you really don't feel comfortable doing the push-up motion or, you know, going through the whole push-up like that, you can just simply do these. Just hold. Oh, let me get a better view. Just hold in place. Up. Just hold in place. No push-up. Back. Wait about a second or two. Back. Wait about a second or two. Back. You know what I mean? Because it's still strengthening all this stuff, you know, and toning all this stuff up, you know what I mean? Even for the men too, you know, just starting out. Because we all know what planks is, you know, just that simple hold, just the hold builds you up, builds your strength. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, the most important thing about working out is just doing it, man. Doing something. Doing something, it don't matter what you doing. You can wake up and do 10 push-ups when you wake up, 10 push-ups in the middle of the day when you get off work, 10 push-ups before bed. It's better than doing nothing, man. For real, for real. Better than doing nothing, man. All right, bet. So we're gonna start on the second set, man. Second set of 15 right here. Ooh. Alright, man, you know, it's real, man. Get real in the field, man. That's the second set. And it don't take much, you know what I mean? Don't take much, man. Just gotta get in there, man. Give it your all. You can do sets of 3, you know what I mean? Whatever you can do, man. 80% of unhappiness comes from comparison, you know what I mean? So, somebody could look at me doing this, say, damn, I can only do 2. But guess what? I could look at somebody else who could do 50 of these bitches, you know what I mean? So, it's like, never compare, man. Never compare, man. That's the killer of joy, man. Comparison is the biggest rival of joy. You feel me? You can't feel no happiness, you can't get no fulfillment of what you're doing if you comparing it to what somebody else doing. You know what I mean? But we just coming together, you know, just trying to motivate the people, man. Keep going, man. Keep going. For real, for real. Because it ain't nothing to it but to do it. I was 140 pounds at one time. You know what I mean? I always been more athletic, but I couldn't do no thousands of push-ups. I couldn't do no 500 push-ups. I couldn't even do 200 push-ups at one point in time. You know, I was doing sets of 15 regular push-ups, 10 sets. At one point in time, I wasn't doing nothing but a burn-outs, you know? And everybody critiqued me so much. Oh, them ain't real push-ups, them ain't this, them ain't that. But it built me up to where I wanted to be. You know what I mean? So even if you don't got the proper technique, the proper form, all that stuff, man, fuck all that, man. Just get in there. Just get in there. The form will build itself. The technique will build itself. All those other things will build themselves, man. But it's up to you to get in there. You know what I mean? Because you will never get a better technique from doing nothing. You will never get a better form from doing nothing. You will never get a better physique, a better look, whatever you look at, better health, whatever you going for. You will never get it from doing nothing, you know? So the main thing is just getting in there, man. Trying, doing. You know what I mean? Doing. Like that. It's the last one. Bet it is, man. You already know, man. Y'all keep going, man, no matter what. Love y'all. Good thoughts, good vibes, man.